That person in your life who keeps draining you, disappointing you, and showing up halfway, your gut told you early because the signs were there from the beginning. So the question was never about why they keep coming around. Friend, it's never about who is showing up. It's about who you are allowing to stay. Because the casting isn't the problem. It's just that the auditions were open entirely way too long. So let's talk about it. And trust me, I'm not leaving you without a plan. So let's get into it. Now, here's a truth that nobody likes to say out loud, but friend, even though it's going to sting, we're in this together. You don't have a people problem. You have a settling problem. And friend, I only know this because I lived it. During my dating season, I was settling like you wouldn't believe, friend. For years, I went out on dates with this subtle underlying energy of hope. I hope this is the right one. I hope he's a good guy. I hope I will never have to go through this dating thing ever again because I hope he's the one. And going out with that intention of hope instead of the intention of getting to know someone to see, is he really what's right for me? Those are two very different energies, friend. And every time I went out on a date hoping that this will be the last time I have to go through this dreaded process, I hope this is the last time that I have to do this dating thing. And can I just have my husband already? To just being intentional and really asking myself, does he really bring out the best in me? Because, friend, the time that I was in a very toxic relationship, that should have been the only red flag that I needed. Because when I was with him, I was not at my best. He did not bring out the best in me, nor was I acting like her. And that should have been the truth teller that I needed to exit stage left, even. But we live and we learn, right? Right. So, a friend, I'm saying all of this to you to say that if you are feeling that you are settling in what you are allowing into your life, no shade, no shame, and no judgment. It is okay. We have all been there probably more times than we care to admit, but it's all right. It's okay. We can grow from that too. Okay. Okay. Now, if you want to go even deeper into the reasons why we settle, definitely go listen to the podcast episode number 281 because I actually break down a framework for settle and what it actually means. It's going to show you the root causes, the patterns of why we do it. So I'll be sure to link that in the description below so that you can check it out after you watch this. But definitely get into that. But what I want to do next is really give you some steps that you can take to really shift from this constant, perpetual state of hope to intention. And this is a framework that I even talk about also in that episode, and it's called Own It. The O is for own your pattern. Friend, you cannot change what you do not acknowledge. We all know that. Thank you, self help world. But, friend, again, this is where we own our part in the story, okay? But we do it with no shame, no shade, and no judgment. I need you to not beat yourself up when you recognize where your patterns are. Are you choosing someone who just wants to see where it's going to go? Are you choosing someone who's somehow unavailable? Are you in situations where you constantly find yourself giving way too much, way more than you ever receive? So, this is not about shaming or judging yourself harshly. This is about recognizing where your patterns are and with love and grace. You do not have to beat yourself up in order for you to grow and do better and become better. It actually does the opposite. If tough love was really working, it would have already worked for you, friend. So let's do this with no shame, no shade, and no judgment, but with some love, kindness, and grace. Okay? Okay. But recognize where your patterns are and just own it. This is information, it is not a life sentence. This is not meant to be your punishment for the rest of your days. So just own your patterns. Recognize where you see yourself playing the same role that you no longer want to play. The W is withdraw the unlimited access pass. Friend, some people have unlimited access to you, and it either needs to be revoked or changed. Okay, listen. Chris Brown even told us, he said, how you gonna hate from outside the club when you can't even get in? And that's exactly where some people need to be. They need to be outside the club. Listen, it is so important for you to evaluate periodically who has access to you, who is in your VIP section. Because if you're in VIP, that needs to be reserved for your biggest fans. Because, friend, your environment is everything. And the laws of nature constantly continue to show us, and science proves this all the time. You are not stronger than your environment. It is so important for you to be planted in an environment where the soil is rich and you can thrive. So that means evaluating the people who are surrounding you. So, in your VIP section, are they true fans or are there some haters up in there? And listen, they may not have started out as haters. They're in VIP for a reason, right? They may have started out as your biggest fans, and over time, that has changed. So, if you notice that there's been a change in someone's patterns and the way that they treat you, friend, we are not honoring potential more than we honor someone's patterns. So make sure that if they are not deserving of being in your VIP box, they don't need unlimited access to you. They can be further in the crowd or outside the club. But make sure that people have the appropriate access to you. Not everyone deserves to have unlimited access to you, and you have every right to change that accordingly. So, check your VIP section, start there first because they have the closest proximity to you, and grant access accordingly. Okay? Okay. Now, the N just might be my favorite. Name your worth out loud. Friend, I'm not talking about writing this down and never seeing it ever again. I'm not talking about just putting it on a post it that you glance at and ignore most days. I'm talking about saying this out loud with your whole chest, okay? Because my fear is that you are a full price woman, friend. You do not deserve to be on a discount table somewhere. And I'm afraid that you have been setting yourself on a discount table instead of treating yourself like the high value woman that you are. So I want you to just put your hand on your heart and say this with me. I am a high value woman, and I am no longer accepting discount treatment. Okay? Okay. And I need you to name your worth every day. I need you to hear you say it every day. Do not skip on this, friend. I don't care if you have to set a reminder in your phone to remind you at the same time every day. Let's do that, friend, because you need to remind yourself consistently that you are a high value woman. You do not deserve anything less than high value. Okay? We are not setting our standards to hope anymore. The standard is set at high value because that's what you are and that's who you are. Okay? So name that worth, friend. Name it, girl. I is identify your non negotiables. Friend, this is not where your preferences live. This is not what you would prefer to have. This is what you have, period, end of story. And it's not up for negotiation. Friend, these are the items that are truly your values that you stand by. What does that look like for you? Is that consistency? Is it respect? Reciprocity? Is that generosity? What does that look like to you? Do you value honesty and trust? Those things are then non negotiables. They are not something that you allow somebody to negotiate the terms of. You either are honest or you're not. You either show respect or you don't. But this is not one of those situations where we're going to have a talk about it and come to a common ground. No, 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 no. These are non negotiables. So I want you to write down your three non negotiables and make sure that it's something that truly is not up for debate on. Okay, friend? This is so important. Ooh, friend, we are doing the work, okay? The next thing I want you to do is write down your three main relationships and ask this question. If this person never changed, would I still choose them? Ooh, friend, listen, I might be causing some fights up in here. No, I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding, okay? But no, really, answer that question and really be honest with yourself because that is the truth. And friend, I am not talking about, oh, but if they change or if they live up to their potential. No, 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 no. I mean, if not one more thing about them changed, would you still choose them? And friend, truly be honest with yourself because, again, you may need to change some access to you, but you can't do that if you're not willing to be honest with yourself about your most important relationships. This is not about potential. This again is about pattern and who they are consistently showing you they are, not who you hope them to be. So answer this question, tell yourself the truth and just know this is your truth and it's safe here. The T. Now the T. Oh, that was kind of funny. The T is trust your gut over your feelings. Now, friend, listen, okay? Feelings are important, right? We all know that. But sometimes your feelings will have you caught up. Your feelings will have you settling so quick because you see their potential. You remember the good times. You remember who they were when you first met and everything was wonderful. Your feelings will have you settling for relationships that do not serve you. So you really have to trust your gut because your gut knows the truth and it tells you straight up no chaser. Where I really need you to step into your main character is practicing honoring your gut. Honor that truth that is telling you this person is no good for you. And if that's all that you have, friend, because listen, we love to have some evidence, friend. Give me evidence for the last 5 to 10 years, okay? Cuz I need all the details. And I'm here to tell you, friend, you don't. You don't need all of that. All you need is your intuition that tells you that this is not for you and for you to actually honor it. We wonder why we get to a place in our lives where we feel like we don't know ourselves or we don't know what we really want. The only reason why that feeling comes up and it just grows stronger is because you've just disconnected yourself from your own intuition, your own inner knowing. And it's just asking you to reconnect. So take that sign of feeling lost or like you don't know what you want or you're unclear on what you want. Seeking out that clarity is really asking for connection. And it's not connection to the other people that are in your lives, it's connection with you. That is the most important relationship you will ever have is the relationship you have with yourself. And the moment you start nurturing that relationship and taking care of you, the moment you start giving yourself the love, the respect, and trusting yourself, the moment you will see all of your other relationships fall into place. So, friend, trust your gut over your feelings. Your feelings are fickle, okay? They will change on you in a heartbeat. And they'll have you caught up settling for things that you don't even want. So trust your gut, connect back to you, and honor your relationship with yourself. Oh, friend, so good, so good. Now, as your coach, I know I've really been challenging you today. And I want to commend you and celebrate you for stepping up to the challenge, friend. You have been doing the work, and I see you. I'm so proud of you. So, so proud of you. And I'm going to ask you to do something else. I want you to make a love deposit. This is a love deposit that you do something just for you, whether it is take a walk, drink another glass of water, whether you need to take a nap, friend. So many of the world's problems would be solved if we could just get a nap. Okay? Don't be afraid to take you a nap, friend. But just do one thing for you. Not to perform for anyone, not to be productive, not to do any of that stuff, just to do something that places a deposit back into you. Because 10 times out of 10, you've been so busy trying to be everyone's everything and making everybody else's world go round that you just forgot to protect and invest in your most important relationship. And that's the one you are in with you. So make one love deposit into yourself and show yourself that you love, trust, and respect yourself, friend. I'm telling you, that is what changes everything. I hope that you loved today's episode. This has been so fun. It's probably been one of my favorites, but I say that a lot. Low key, there's so many favorites. But tell me what you loved most about this episode. Actually, tell me in the comments which part of the Own It framework are you going to take and implement for yourself. friend. So good. And make sure that you go and listen to the episode of the podcast, number 281, that goes along with this, just to go deeper. If you want that extra support and understanding, it is all waiting for you there. And I can't wait to meet you in the comments to celebrate you and the part of the Own It framework that really showed up and showed out for you that you want to focus in on. I can't wait to celebrate you and support you there. So I'll see you in the comments and I'll also see you in the next video.